Welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters. We'll dive into fascinating topics, share inspiring stories. We're going to share our thoughts and explore new ideas. Me and you. Get ready for 30 minutes of fun, learning, and connection. Who's ready to chat? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And guys, I'm just waking up. So I came and sat on my desk here and I was like, let me share this. If today feels heavy, carry it lightly. That's my topic today. If today feels heavy, just carry it lightly, right? If it feels empty, fill it with small comforts, a warm drink, an uplifting song, soft clothes, a deep breath. You don't have to fix it today. You just have to move through it. Isn't that beautiful? You don't have to fix it all at one time. You can just move through it, right? And just don't let heaviness burden you. Just take it lightly. If you don't know what you want, that's your mission. Not to sit around and think about it, not to wait for clarity to magically appear. Move, try, figure it out. Start things, build things, learn skills, help people, be useful. Most people stay stuck because they treat uncertainty as a reason to wait. You know, weight is a heavy load, right? But clarity comes from action, not overthinking. So go, do something, do anything. Even the wrong path will teach you more than standing still. Make sense? So if you don't know what you want, that's your mission today. We're not machines. We need rest. We need time. We need space. We need laughter. We need love. And perhaps most importantly, we need each other. Yes, you need your friends. You need your loved ones. You need your relatives. You need your family. And we're not machines. We're human beings, right? So, do you beat yourself up? Do you compare yourself to others? Feel like you're not good enough? Stop it. Stop it. It wouldn't get you anywhere. It would not get you anywhere. I always be thankful for those whose kindness is a way of life. The ones who smile because they actually mean it. They hold the door, put their carts back, and are still good people, especially when no one is looking. So do some of these things. I sometimes see the carts, you go to the store and people will throw their carts all over the place. Sometimes I get lazy and tired from packing all the groceries and stuff like that. And I'll put my cart out, but I put it in a way that it wouldn't hurt anybody's car, like roll and scratch people's car and things like that. So I brace it in a side or something like that. But these are the little things we do and we change lives, right? We open the door for someone. We put back the cards for people. So there's so many good in people out there, and there's so many good in you that you can change others around you. So don't beat yourself up and don't compare yourself to others. You're special and unique in your own way. And if you feel like you're never good enough, stop that mentality. Stop that mindset of thinking and belittling yourself. You're valuable, you're special, and you're loved. So these are the things, some of the things that people get stuck with, and um, they need to hear it and change it. So release shame about your past and the limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. So stuff that you harbor in your heart and you harbor in your mind, and it keep you down, making you feel ashamed and embarrassed. In the sight of God, you are special, you're beautiful, you're forgiven. So don't think about the past. All those bad things that happened to you, all the bad things you did, they're washed away and they're gone. You're forgiven because God is a God who is forgiving, and He will not hold a grudge on you. All right? See yourself as beautiful and valuable. I keep telling all of you that. See yourself as beautiful and valuable. I don't care who you are, how you look, you're beautiful. Because you know why? You are God's own creation. He make you out of His own image. All right. So if you condemn yourself and your looks and your appearance, you're condemning God, right? So see yourself as beautiful and valuable with all your flaws and weaknesses. Just told you that, right? Accept yourself more and judge yourself less. I told you that before. Forgive yourself for your mistakes and stop being hard on yourself. I just told you that as well. Minimize the need for approval to feel confident, to feel more confident. Don't look for validation from people. Don't look for validation for people to tell you how you look or how you did or how you must feel good about yourself. Don't care what others think about you, right? Sometimes I cook my food and I was like, I'm waiting on my husband's expression, like, tastes so good. And it dawned on me that when I cook this food, I cook it with dedication. And I'm thinking of the people who are going to eat this food, that they're going to enjoy it. So I am putting my best effort in this food. So whoever eat it and whatever they say, you don't care about that. It's nice to hear a compliment, right? But you don't have to look forward for a validation, because you know who you are. You know how beautiful you are. You know how smart you are. You know how good you can bake and cook and wash and clean and do all the rest of the things, right? So don't let your boss, whenever your boss didn't tell you you work hard all day and your boss didn't tell you that, oh my God, awesome job, Patricia. You are so intelligent. You're so smart. If nobody tell you that, you know you are. You know what you put into the job. You know what you put into your family. You know how well you do your stuff. So don't wait for validation. And too many of us wait for validation and it never happens. And we feel let down. We feel discouraged. We lose our confidence. Guys, you need to stop it. Right? Let go of the comparisons that keep you feeling inferior. You know, some husbands will say, oh, Tom wife, X, Y, and Z, she can cook. That woman is brilliant. She dresses so nicely. Blah, 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 blah. Don't let comparisons keep you feeling inferior, right? Don't let other people's distraction and comments and negative thoughts rubbed off on you and make you feel belittled and like a nobody. Just be a duck that it slides off when water touches its back, right? Let go of, yeah, I just did that. Feel complete so that you no longer look to others to fill a void within yourself. That's a good one. Feel complete so that you no longer look to others to fill a void. Some people, say, if I don't have a man, I'm incomplete. Nonsense. You weren't born alone. Some people say, if I don't have American friends, I don't fit in. I'm a nobody. Nonsense. Some people will say, oh my God, at work, because I'm colored, I don't belong. Nonsense. So all these feeling incomplete things, not good. You have to put yourself in a way and a situation to belong. You have to tell yourself that you belong. You too have privilege. You too have authority. You too can be and do and say In that way, you fill the void within yourself, right? You don't always feel like an empty vacuum. There is something there empty. I need to be this, and I need to do that, and I need to do this, and I want to be this. You can be that person to fill the void, right? Find the courage to share your authentic self for deeper connections with others. Be real, be realistic. Don't pretend who you're not, right? Be who you are with people. Be your authentic self. Don't be somebody else and pretend to be somebody else. And when situations arise, you can't defend yourself, you can't answer questions, you can't um, fill the gap then. You can't fill that gap of who you thought you were. So stop pretending and be your authentic self, right? And let me see what more. Learn to take care of yourself instead of putting everyone else's needs first. That's a priority, right? Because no one can drink from an empty cup. No one can drink from an empty cup. So learn to take care of yourself, self motivation, transform your mindset mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Do these things for you because at the end of the day, who are you living for? We say we're living for our family. We're making sacrifices for our family. We're doing that for our family and this for our kids and that's like my kids tell me once, Mom, why when I used to work at the bank and as soon as I slap and dash in the house, wash hands, change on the stove, I'm cooking, right? And she said, Mom, one of my daughters said, Mom, why is it always you're in a rush? Why do you have to prepare food? Dad doesn't fight for food. He doesn't ask for food. He doesn't, but why do you always feel that you have to keep the pot burning? And I said, oh, shoot, you know what? It's it's an Indian mentality. It's an Indian habit that if you cook your food, your family is going to be fed, right? And I have to abstain from that. I have to do away with it. I still cook. I love to cook, but I don't make it a stressful thing. I don't say I have to. You know, I just do it when I'm supposed to do it and how I supposed to do it, not being in a rush. People when they come from work, when everybody is like, my American friends say, oh, it's Friday afternoon. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take a bath and I'll drink a glass of wine. And in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have to cook dinner, and then I have to clean up the kitchen, and then I have to prepare for tomorrow's food again, and then I have to do laundry. And you see, our mindset from our culture, our mindsets are different. We're wired different, we think differently, but we need to change that. This is our one life to live, guys, and we need to transform our mindset. We need some R&R. We need some rest and relaxation. We need some me time. We need to fill our cup so we can pour it out to others, right? Because no one wants to drink from an empty cup. Mhm. And finally, believe that you're valuable so you can start creating a life you love. Beautiful, isn't it? We're all valuable. We're all special. I can't stop telling people. But I know how we think. I know women how we feel, especially if we gain some weight. We feel like our confidence is gone. Our love has disappeared. All attention is gone from us. No one cares for us. No one loves us. Stop that BS, right? You are valuable. So you can start creating a life you love. So back off, everyone. Here it comes, Patricia. Even though I'm huge, I am valuable. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am smart. I am kind. I'm loving. And I am a human being. And tell yourself every day. One lady said, I think it was Mel Robbins. She said, what did she say? There are two things. Oh my God, I forgot. I wrote it. I read it the other day. But she said, oh, She said the best advice she gave herself, the best advice she gave herself, she never leaves the bathroom without high-fiving herself. See, this woman never leaves the bathroom without high-fiving herself. She high-fives herself on the mirror because she is built, she has so much confidence in herself that she high-fives herself, and she never leaves the bathroom without high-fiving herself. I never leave the bathroom without saying, you're smart, you're intelligent, this is your day. God is your creator, and he brought you here for a purpose. I talk to myself on my mirror, guys. Yeah. And she also said, Mel Robbins said, what is the worst advice anyone can give you? She said, someone else can make you happy. That's the worst advice you can give yourself. Telling you that someone else can make you happy. That is not right. They will love you. They will treat you nice for a time, but they will never, never make you happy. That little love, that infatuation, that lustful feeling, it all disappears after a month, 2, 3, you really have to be in there for the long haul because you love yourself and that person love themselves and they understand that this is how relationship works, right? So why older couples are still together? I've been married for 34 years, right? Why my parents 62 years? July 28th will be 62 years. Why are they still together? It's not about sex. It's not about this lovey-dovey thing, but you build that trust, that confidence in yourself and in each other, that no matter what situation comes your way, you are going to travel this journey together all the way, right? So when people think they can't live without a man and live without love and they have to fill that empty vacuum, guys, the best advice I can give you is high five yourself. And the worst advice you can tell yourself, that you need someone to love you. And that is not correct. You need to love you, because if you don't love you, no one will. And with that being said, I hope these little thoughts and these little messages nurture your soul as men and women, young men, young ladies. If you're watching this show, I hope you take a little bit out of this teaching today and apply it in your life and change your perspective on life, change your mindset, transform your mindset. And if you want to live a productive life, a life of prosperity and success, just hop onto my website and you'll have confidence, you transform your mindset, you build motivation, you have the determination, you become ambitious, and you become prosperous, right? So if you want to live life, last night I was up and every page I turn on my phone, there is AI, quantum AI, XAI, this AI, and that. There's so much opportunities out there that you can hop onto and make a better life. My business is one of the best online business that requires nothing from you. No business background, no experience. Come just as you are and stop into the business. Watch the webinar, nothing to lose. You have a free session to watch, right? And if you watch and see what you see, then you can message me, okay? So with that being said, my website is on my screen there, and I just want to say that every time I like to leave my show, whether I'm doing an interview or personally doing a live by myself, I want to say today is Tuesday, the 21st. No, the 20th. I'm losing track of day and time, guys. It brings me back to when I was in Guyana, when I have my children, newborn babies and toddlers growing up. I got married, I was 20 and a half. By the time I was 23 and a half, I finished having two kids. So I have them early. I was so inexperienced. I have no knowledge. I never read a book about marriage. I never read a book about pregnancy. I never watched a television show about pregnancy. I know I gave birth to my kids not knowing what I was having. I bought neutral clothes for them when they were born, and I grew them up. All I did for my kids is pray for them, dedicate their life into the hands of God, and I pray for them. And that's one of the best things I think parents can do for your children, right? We didn't grow up with technology and all the fancy education and avenues of understanding and reading and learning and all these things like how we have now. So parents, you guys are darn lucky, right? So if I can do all of that back then, I tapped myself on the shoulder and said, kudos, Cheryl, kudos, Pat, you did awesome. Regardless of the situation, you take whatever you have and you mold and you fashion your kids into beautiful human beings. And you guys can do that too. All right. Fashion yourself first, mold yourself, and make yourself valuable, right? Believe that you're valuable, and you can start creating a life you love. With that being said, I always like to close my show by saying, if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. Have a blessed Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday today, I have an interview. Yesterday, I completed my gardening. Yesterday was a jam-packed day for me. I woke up with clarity. I spent my day with intentions, and I do it consistently all day yesterday, right? So I woke up, I went to Home Depot. Every time I go to the store, I don't know, my stomach hurts because things are so expensive. I'm wondering, did I eat something bad? Am I getting sick? But every time I see the receipt, my stomach hurts because things are, compared to last year, plants have gone sky high. I don't know why the plants have gone sky high, you know? I went to Home Depot, spent a bunch. Then I went to Lowe's because I want flowers for my porch. I always get these huge basket. $56 I paid for a hanging basket, guys, last year. This year I get smaller ones. I pay $34. Yes, I'm telling you, and they're not even beautiful like last year one. And my porch I always like to hang the baskets. It need 5 baskets, 3 in front and 2 on the side. But then I have baskets to put flowers in on the porch itself, and then I have 2 stand on the side. Oh, yeah. So I went to Lowe's. I picked up some other stuff there. I found a yellow tomato plant. Oh, I said a yellow tomato plant, right? And I found a yellow cucumber. So I plant those. Then all the seeds I planted, oh my God, all my plants came out, guys, but it was so long. I planted them too early and they started melting away. Whenever it was cold, yeah, I put them in the kitchen, and some of them survived. Like the pumpkin survived, some squash survived, some cucumber survives, some bora survived, but most I have zucchini and stuff. Not zucchini, nenwa. I planted nenwa, guys, and today I have more seeds. I have nenwa seeds, so I'm gonna throw them on the fence corner, let them run, because I know a lot of people love nenwa. My husband doesn't like it too much, but I know a lot of people, guys, people love nenwa. So hope it grows and hope it bears that I can share. Yeah. So then I went to one West Indian store for white Karila. I have the bitter Karila, the green ones, right? I went for the long white ones. So I got, you know how much one store sell a Karila plant for? A little tiny Karila plant with just 2 tiny leaves, $6 for one. The lady told, I went to a guy first, and the guy said $3, right? So I wanted 4, so 3 for $12. I still find it a little bit expensive, but I said, okay, let me go to another store who are relatives to my sister. So I went to that store. The lady says $6, and as soon as she says $6, I walk out. I go back to the guy. So I got 4 same and 4 Karila yesterday. And I got a yellow tomato. I got 2 butternut squash for my brother. And I got some other stuff that I planted. Yeah. So I did all of that. So my day was like from here, there, and everywhere. It was jam packed. It was nice. It was fun. I made lunch before I left the house. So I just planned my plans, and I just went next to my husband, and I fall asleep until 10:30 last night. Yeah. Yes, I fall asleep like dead sleep. So the rest of the night I woke up and then I fall asleep in wee hours of the morning, and now I'm waking up again. So that's the cycle of my life, guys. When you don't have to go to the 9 to 5 grind, your day is open for any and everything, right? I have an interview this afternoon at 7 p.m. with Christina Shaw. She's a teacher from Georgia. So you guys can tune in. Anyway, have a great day. Stay blessed, and let me see. Today I have a lot of clothes to pack out. I've did a lot of laundry. I've been throwing laundry every day to wash, so I have a mountain of clothes to put away today. So that's my task, and I want to rush to the grocery store to pick up some fresh fruits for my parents as well. All right. Have a great day. Stay blessed, and make sure you go back to this and watch it and apply it. All right. Bye.